Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, the Hud, welcome back to the Baseball Head, and hopefully you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. This was not a good game tonight. This was a bad loss. You have to beat these bad teams. And this team's got to find a way to win games in the ninth inning. This is ridiculous, okay? They should have won this game. Simple. And there were mistakes done by the manager in this ninth inning that, you know what, I don't normally complain about the manager in this particular case, but he screwed up the ninth inning. Twice. Now, before we get into that, please hit the subscribe button. The thing is with this lineup, they're doing what they have to do. They've been pretty good. Okay? But when you get late in this game, you've got to do something about not having Mullins up there and not having Torrens up there in the ninth inning. I'm sorry. I know Mullins got a hit in this ninth inning, but I still got Tyrone Taylor, who hasn't played much, but you know what? I trust him late in the game. He will get a big hit late in the game. All right? We saw that last year. We saw the beginning in this year. And another thing, okay? You cannot have Luis Torrens hitting in the ninth inning. I know Mauricio's hitting .088 against left-handed pitching, but for God's sake, he can hit the ball out of the ballpark, and he's not going to ground it out to a double play. And also, Torrens, folks, this is the second time in the last few weeks that he has not had a take on a 2-0 pitch, on a 2-0 count. Right? You got Francisco Lindor up, on the on-deck circle. He has got to get a take on 2-0. Okay? This Ferrer pitcher, he's a run-of-the-mill guy. This guy's not like amazing, spectacular, terrific as a reliever. Okay? He's there because they have nobody else to close the games out. But the idea that you have Torrens, again, swinging on a 2-0 count in the ninth inning is ridiculous. Complete total ridiculousness. You know. And I would mention this. Mullins at bat in the sixth inning was disgusting because he's got to drive that ball to get that run in. All he does is pop up to medium range right field. And with Dylan Cruz's arm, he's going to throw anybody out. Terrible at bats. Mullins has been a disaster here. I know he's catches the ball and stuff, but his arm is terrible. You see that ball that he threw into the infield? He barely got it to second base. He's been terrible. Aside from catching the ball, he's been terrible here. You know, I don't know how much longer you can go with this guy. I know he's an everyday player. He's been to the All-Star games, hit 30 home runs 1 year, but he's been terrible for quite a few years. There's a reason why Baltimore got rid of him. You know, it's terrible. But those at-bats in the ninth really irritated the hell out of me because the Met bullpen locked this game down. And unfortunately, the Mets did not score any runs after that sixth inning. And all the runs by the all the sort of big outs and big at-bats came by the bottom of this lineup. Okay? Again, Mullins popping up in the sixth inning when they had bases loaded with one man out. All he had to do was hit the ball, pretty good to the outfield. He didn't do that. And Torrens, I am sick of him. I know they have no choice to play him now with Alvarez being hurt, but for God's sake, pinch hit for him. You know? Pinch hit for the guy. You know, at least with Mauricio gives you a shot. Gives you a shot to put this team, out in front. Just frustrated the hell out of me. And I would mention the umpire in this game behind the plate was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Can't decide what the hell a strike is. Can't figure out how to do. Can't figure out if guys safe at first or out at first. Ridiculous. You know. I mean, the Mets had some fight in this game, but after that sixth inning, everything fizzled. And I would mention, I know Beatty's had he's hit really well. He's done a great job, but he's got to do more than swing at the first pitch in the ninth inning. He's got to do a hell of a lot more in that spot. That's a small thing, but I just wanted to mention it. But the Mets had really good at bats in the middle of this game, and it just fizzled out. It took them forever to get going against this pitcher, against Lord, and then they had the 2 innings where they scored runs, and that was it, kaput. And Senga had nothing. If Senga's not perfect physically, he is just a mess to get him going on the mound. We saw that last year in the playoffs. We're seeing that again now. He's not quite there yet. He's the strangest pitcher I've seen in a long time. Where if he doesn't have his best stuff, he doesn't do as well as he needs to do. And can somebody get Josh Bell out on this team? Can somebody get this Met killer out for once? I'm sick of seeing this guy. This guy has like 140 home runs in his career, something like that. 70 against the Mets. 70. I'm exaggerating, of course. But, man, what a very frustrating game. And can Starling Marte not take a pitch in the 6th inning? Took 3 straight pitches right down the fucking middle. Terrible. Terrible. Real terrible at bats from veteran players, you know. Terrible at bat by Mullins. Terrible at bat by Marte in the 6th inning. And Torrens, you can't have, you know, first of all, you got to pinch hit for him, okay? And secondly, the guy you can't have him swinging 2-0. Have him take another pitch. If it's 3-0, have him take another pitch, okay? Force him to take some pitches here. And this is not the first time Mendoza's allowed this dope to swing 2-0. You know, I would mention the bullpen pitched really well tonight. And, you know, big reason being is that Helsley didn't come into this game. But Rogers pitched really well. Soto's been excellent, and Garrett, you know, had a scoreless 8th inning. But as you can tell, I don't get too frustrated by games. But this was a really annoying game to watch, especially when we got late into the later part of this game. And again, this team has no fight in the 9th inning. It's the most bizarre thing to see a team that has this good of a record, to have this good of a record and not be able to win a game in the 9th inning. Bad teams win games in the 9th inning. Bad teams. There's only 2 other teams that haven't had a W in the 9th inning, or a comeback of any kind. That's the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago White Sox. 2 teams that have had disastrous seasons. And there goes the Mets' 3-game winning streak. All the good vibes that we've been feeling the last couple of days. This is the strangest season that I've seen in a long time from this club. I don't feel good. I don't feel bad. It's just up and down. There's no consistency from top to bottom on this ball club, and it's the weirdest thing to watch. The inconsistencies. It is very difficult to get a feel for this team sometimes. And normally I have a good feel for my ball club. This team, I scratch my head, to be honest with you. And to see the stupid at-bats and the bad at-bats by these veteran players, it is confounding. I would mention that Mark Vientos looked really good. That's a good sign. Because they need his bat badly. That double that he had in the 2nd inning was really strong. He had a couple of really good at-bats in this game. I don't want to see him on the field. I want to see him DHing right now. But very frustrating game tonight. But unfortunately, they lost tonight. Losing games off the schedule. It's now August 20th. Losing games off the schedule very quickly now. And very frustrating. As you can see, I'm not normally like this. I'm not normally so pissed off that I start bitching and moaning like I am right now. But you let me know what you think about this video. And of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Send me a super thanks for all my great work here. I'll be doing more videos here. And send me a super thanks because I've been gone a little bit. But now I'm back and raring to go to finish up this season. Very frustrating summer here at the Baseball Hut. It was very difficult to get comfortable with this particular ball club. I was more comfortable with last year's team than I am with this team. And it's funny, when the Mets have had, and this always happens, when you have a year like the Mets had last year, where it sort of comes from out of nowhere, the following year can be a little bit of a downer emotionally. We saw that in 1999 to 2000, and a few other years along the way. But boy, oh boy, what a headache this season has been. More ways than one. But they'll get back at it tomorrow afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow on the next episode of frustrating the hell out of the Met fans, and including your host. Great one. I'll see you later.